Hi there, this is Chuck with MTG The Journey, going over some Born of the Gods spoilers today. Just gonna talk a little bit about the two spoiled gods so far, the multicolored gods that we've seen. First off, we have Mogis, God of Slaughter. It's got the indestructible, same as the gods from the first set did. Um, the difference with these ones is that the devotion to either color counts, but it has to be 7. So really, you're only looking at one more devotion than you were for one of the other monocolored gods, because these guys give each other 1 devotion already. So he starts off with 2 devotion to himself. I mean, you're not getting him out until turn 3 or 4 at the earliest, even with ramp. So, but he's looking pretty good. His static ability is just to deal 2 damage to the player unless they sacrifice a creature. I mean, with so much life gain in the format right now, I'm not sure this is really all that relevant. Just simply because of the fact that, I mean, but it doesn't really need to be, because of the fact that there are so many small drop color creatures in Rakdos that we don't really have to worry about it. You could get this guy his devotion in no time. You look at things like your Rakdos Cackler, which counts for 2. You've got a Spike Jester that counts for another 2. So by turn 3 or 4, you could have enough. He could enter the field as a creature actually. So I mean, he's got enough, and then he comes in swinging for 7/5, just ridiculous. So there's him. We have the Ephara, God of the Polis here. As long as our devotion to white and blue is less than 7, Ephara isn't a creature, same as the rest. It starts with 2 devotion, and this one has actually a really decent ability. Beginning of each upkeep, if you had another creature near the battlefield under your control, last turn draw a card. I think that this is going to be used a lot because it interacts really well with Acro and Horse, actually. And yeah, because I mean, your last turn, I mean, it's a token that entered the field under your control. So every single upkeep, as long as you're casting a creature, and artifact hate is so small right now that it'd be pretty hard for somebody to get rid of your Acro and Horse. So you'd be getting basically double draw on your turn and then a draw on their turn as well. So you'd really get through your deck quick. I see something like this being played in maybe like a humans deck, or maybe a enchantment deck with the new hang on a second here, with the Hero of Iroas here. The aura spells costing 1 less to cast, and this does count for enchantment creatures too. They did make sure that they specified that. So you target him, put a +1/+1 counter on him, and any aura you cast on him casts 1 less to cost. I mean, this guy can get huge super quick, especially if you can protect him. So she definitely has potential to be in a deck around stuff like that. I have taken the liberty to go ahead and expand on Kevin from Rogue Deck Builder's list here of stuff that you should invest in now. As you can see, this is actually MTGO traders right here, and this is right now today on the 14th at 5:30 in the morning. You can see Rakdos is sitting at 209, and if you look at these, I don't know if it's actually going to bring them up where I can show them. I'll do that here in a second. But Tristani's at 353, Night Vale's at 280. I'm actually going to pick up all of these today because I need the Night Vale's #1. And these two would be useful in building decks, and I want to pick them up more. These are more for my brother than me, but these I would definitely see me playing right now. The Armada Worm sitting at $1.75. Lazov is 221. I'm not really sure why, because he doesn't really see a whole lot of play unless he's a Legacy or EDH type card, which I don't really follow that well, so I'm not really up on that right now. Asperia's at 77 cents. Borborygmos is 78 cents, and Soul Ransom right now is sitting at 17 cents. And this I loved. I've never really looked at the text on this card, But this is just fantastic. I love this card now that Kevin pointed it out. So this is definitely going to be going in my Esper Humans brew, because I run a lot of enchantments in that and Sphere of Safety, which this would trigger for a Sphere of Safety for me. So that'd be fantastic. So this is your MTGO prices for these cards right now. So these are worth investing in, all except for the Soul Ransom, which I don't feel like is going to go up a terrific amount. But these could all see $2 to $3 swings on them. And we'll go over to Cool Stuff Inc. And Armada Worm right now is sitting at $1.99. Boribogos is at 99 cents. Asperia is at 75 cents. Lazav is at 2.25. 2.49 for Rakdos Lord of Riot. So this is one that you're going to want to probably pick up really fast. And Trostani is at $5 right now. Could see her easily doubling that if she gets a good deck. And I do want to look up the Underworld Cerberus as well, because I do see this card coming up quite a bit in price. And this is sitting at $2.49 right now too, so that's not a bad one to invest in either. But those are all cards here that you can see have at least 4 devotion to their color here. So these, I think, just because of their ability to change your devotion state so quickly, are going to go way up in price, if for no other reason than just because it's a 4-drop here that instantly changes your devotion to your god. And the Lazav and the Rakdos and the Trostani are going to be your huge ones. I mean, Armada Worm and Borumos and Asperia, those are all 6 drops, but you got your Lazav, your Rakdos, and your Trostani at 4 drops, and all 4 devotion go towards your god. So I have a feeling we're going to see these prices just absolutely skyrocket. And I would recommend investing in these cards as fast as you can, because you're going to see the prices start to rise as people start investing in these gods and as we see more gods spoiled. So as it is, you're going to see this card double to triple in price overnight very quickly, because this is going to be a deck. It's going to be a deck. You need to buy this card. So this is going to be huge. So that's pretty much all I have for you for this video. We'll be going over just a little bit later here the actual Born of the God spoilers and some of the cool interactions that I see there. Some of the nifty stuff that I think we'll see happen here. So this has been Chuck for MTG The Journey, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and we will talk to you later.